Hi, good evening. So I'll be doing the functional training of probation evaluation module. So if I give a brief introduction to this module is mainly used to conduct periodic evaluations for employees who have been newly joined to the organization, and also those who have been recently promoted to a new position in the organization. So I'll brief on the areas that are mainly covered by this module. So you can create an evaluation template and assign competencies to the template and then conduct the evaluation. This is the main part of this module. Cursor is not getting displayed. Oh. Give me a minute. Sanjay duplicate extend escape pen. Arrow can. Right. So I was on this slide. So you can mainly do these things using this module. You can create an evaluation template, then assign the competencies to a template. So then the evaluation template is ready and you can continue on the evaluation. I'll give a detailed description on these areas while I show you with the system. And these are like the additional parts covered by this module. You can assign a new assessor, and also you have the facility of reversing a submission, and you can assign a employee manually to the same evaluation while the evaluation is ongoing, and also you can remove an employee from an ongoing evaluation. So I'll give a detailed description on each of these areas. So before moving into the system, we have some prerequisites that need to be done in this module. First of all, you have to create the following user-defined fields under EIM administration. There's an area called dynamic fields. So under that, you have other information area. So these 4 fields have to be created under that area. For newly joined employees, you have to define a field called the start date of the probation evaluation, which relates to the newly joined employees, and then the end date relates to the newly joined employees, and then the start date of the probation evaluation for existing employees, and the end date for the same cadre. So for newly joined employees, similar to adding a new employee to the system, you have to add the master data of the employee, and then the start date and the end date of the probation should be added. For an existing employee, the master data is already available, so you have to add the start date and the end date of the probation. So I'll show these things in the system, these prerequisites. So UDF's user-defined fields can be created under EIM administration. As I explained earlier, this is the dynamic fields area, and this is the other information part. So here you have to define these fields. New probation start date, end date for newly joined employees, and the probation start date and the end date for existing employees. Is that clear for all of you? So after that, under employee information area, so I think you all know this page. This is the master data entering page of the system. So if it is a newly joined employee, you have to enter all these details and create an employee number for the new employee, and also you have to define the start date and the end date of the probation of the new employee under this part. So previously created user defined fields will get populated here. Okay. And if it is an already existing employee, you can search for the employee number using this employee search, and all the data will be populated here. So for an existing employee, these two fields need to be filled: start date and the end date of the probation. Okay, those are some of the prerequisites that need to be done before entering to the probation module. So,
Hello.
yes. Hello.
For this one, can't we use the join date and the date for confirmation for the new employees? We have to create a new one.
I can't hear that. ඉස්සෙල්ලා අපි යාළුවෝ මේ call එකට join කරලා. call එකට join කරගත්තා. මම chat එක කියන්නේ කියන්නේ. Hello? Yeah, Vinujan has a question. Do we have to create this new employee? Create this means entering master data or the user defined fields. Vinujan? Hello?
Yes. Hello.
Is it the UDFO?
Hello. No, I'm asking for the new employee.
Yeah.
Do we have to create this, or we can use join date and date for confirmation? Can't we use that two options, the join date and the
No, at the moment
date
we
for
don't have
confirmation?
that option. Yeah. Yeah. At the moment we don't have that option in our system, Vinojan. We have to create these user-defined fields.
Okay, fine.
Shall I continue?
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Okay. So after that, we have another prerequisite.
Hello.
Yes. Yeah, we have another prerequisite. You have to create the required eligibility criteria through the backend of the system. This part is more into technical, so this I'll share the detailed configuration document, and it contains how to create the eligibility criteria and map it with the system. So that part is covered from that document that I'll be sharing after the session. So those are the main prerequisites that needs to be done before entering to the probation module. So if you go into the system, the first part is to create the evaluation template. It can be done using this menu, create evaluation by eligibility. So these are some of the previously created templates for new joiners and the existing employees. I'll show you one. So here you can give a template name for the template that you're going to create, and you can map the eligibility type. So these are the eligibility types that are created from the backend of the system. So that is what I've mentioned as a prerequisite. So all the created eligibility types will get populated to this drop down. So you can pick one from here. And then this duration for evaluation is, this part is removed from the latest release. So mainly we take the duration of the evaluation using the start date and the end date of the probation that you define at the employee information area. So please ignore this field. This is already removed. So this one, number of evaluation cycles to be performed. So we can perform any number of required evaluations against an employee, and then if you wish to send your evaluations upon any approvals, you can map the approval levels. So these workflow types should be created from the workflow module, and you have to map the evaluation type for the template. Is it for newly joined employees or existing employees? So once these details are filled, you can save and submit this evaluation template. So once this template is submitted, it will get freezed. So assume that if you want to add another employee after defining this template and mapping all the eligibilities, you have to add another employee to the same template. So for that, you have to create another version. So we have that option, creating another version of the same template, so that the newly added employee will get mapped to the new version of this same template. So is that part clear?
Sorry. Can you please repeat?
Can you please repeat? Is it?
Yeah.
So once this template is created and submitted, it will get freezed. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, once you submit, it will be freeze and saved. But the second thing you said, if
Yeah.
any new employee you want to add,
I can't hear you. Hmm? Can we connect them through WhatsApp or something? India team, yeah. Illusion, no, it is.
hello.
Eight minutes. We'll connect.
Okay.
Yeah, Java is not clear. Really? Can you tell him that? Um,
Hello. Hello.
yeah,
Hello. Can you hear me? Aresia.
yeah.
Hello.
Give us a minute, Vinujan.
Send him my number. He will call me on WhatsApp.
Uh-huh.
9370.
Is it
9370.
93770?
0. Yes, 42.
What? 42.
15.
5.
68. 1105. 1105.
Kindly pick up the call. Speak aloud. Which country number is this? Amut. Country code देगा हमने नहीं
Can I talk?
Yeah, yeah, sure. question. That kind of a session after this.
Yes.
Connect on? नहीं shall I ask? I just want to understand the last time what we have to do when we want to attend the Is it clear, Harsh? No. Is it? एक सेट अप करला एकदम मग किंवा चाहते हैं हाँ ओ एकदम so is it clear Paresh no so please answer my question
No. Please explain because currently I am just understanding that whenever you want to add any employee to particular template, you have to create new version.
Yeah, assume that you have already assigned a set of employees to the initial template. So while an evaluation is ongoing, another employee joins to the company and you need to continue an evaluation to the same new employee. So you cannot add that employee to the same template because the eligibility is already mapped. So that you have
Okay,
to,
so basically once you start the mapping, I mean once the evaluation is started, then only you have to create a new version, correct?
yeah, that's right.
Okay, okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay. So after creating the evaluation template, you have to map the competencies to the same template. So for that, you have to use the add competencies to template menu item. So all these competencies are defined from the competency definition page of the performance management module. So for that, you have to go to the performance assessment module. So in that module, we have a separate area to define the competencies. So all the competencies that have been defined in this page will get populated to the probation evaluation page. These are add competencies template. So is that clear, Vinujan?
Yeah, this is clear.
Okay. So to map the competencies to the created templates, you have to pick the template from this drop down. So if you have created any version of these multiple versions of these templates, the version numbers get populated to this drop down so that you can add the competencies to these templates. So after mapping the competencies to the template, you can do the evaluation. So that means based on the eligibility criteria that we have mapped to the template, the eligible employees will get populated to the evaluation. How many such versions we maintain in the system? You can maintain any number of required versions, Paresh. Is that clear? No, versioning is mainly done on certain required cases only because for 2000 employees. Paresh?
Hi, can you hear me? Hello, can you
Yes,
hear me?
Paresh.
Okay, see, my point is when we already have created a
Currently, the
template,
thing is, Paresh, if you're defining template one by one without considering a set of employees, you have to define 2000 versions currently. So that's a kind of a problem we have. Oh. For this one. Network is Shamu, hello. මේ බෝඩ්රූම්ගේ පවර් කියන්නට. ඕ මේ ඔතන ගියා ඔක්කොම. මොකක් වුණාද මේ මේකට ගන්න ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් එක ගියාම ඒක නම් කිල් වෙලා නැහැ ස්ටක් වෙලා වගේ තියෙනවා. හරිය. ඒ ෆ්‍රීස් වෙන එකේ ඉන්න ප්‍රශ්නයක් ඉතින්. ඔය කියන එක තමයි. Ambut, are they on WhatsApp? Are they on WhatsApp? තව පොඩ්ඩයි යන්නේ තියෙන්නේ. තව සුට්ටයි තියෙන්නේ. ඕ. එයාට මම ඇහෙන්නේ නැහැ නේ. ඒක තාම හැදිලා නැති. ඒක තේරෙනවනේ අර නිකන් යද්දි ස්මූත් නෑ වගේ තාම. ඊයේ අනෙක් ආවා. හෙලෝ. හා. ඒක නෙට්වර්ක් කනෙක්ට් වුණා.
සෙෂන් එක කිලුන්නේ
නෑ නෑ කිව්වා. දැන් හරියට ස්ටාර්ට් වෙනවා.
යාළුවා ස්ක්‍රීන් එකේ
නෑ
ආවේ නැහැ
අනේ නේද? චිත්ත කුසන්නේ. අර මේ අන්නක කොහොමද? කොහොමද සුවාස් නෑ නෑ මොකද? මේ ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් එක චුට්ටක් කොහොමද කරන්නේ ඒක වාස්. අන්න Check ne? Megan pen. Hi India team, can you hear us? Hello.
Yeah. Yes, I can
Sorry,
hear
we
you.
had a power failure. Extremely sorry for that. We'll start off with the session. So we were discussing on Paresh had a question like for 2000 employees, do we have to create 2000 versions? So currently we have to do that because if you create templates without considering a set of or group of employees, we have to do that currently. So that's kind of a drawback that we have, and we are working on that. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so this is the evaluation area of the system. So based on the mapped eligibilities to the templates, employees will get picked to this area. So you can see there are existing employees and also new employees who have been picked to the evaluation. And the completed cycles, number of cycles and the completed cycles out of the number of cycles will get displayed here. And the next evaluation date and the last evaluation rating percentage of the rating is displayed, and this indicates the completed days on probation. These details are basically based on the probation start and end dates. So we start an evaluation for a new employee. So some of the basic details of the employee will get displayed here. And for the evaluation, you can add specific major accomplishments during the review period. So you can add multiple items. I'll add one. So like this, you can add multiple items here. So then the evaluator can comment on each item. So since these are like if you're conducting these evaluations face to face with the employee, you can update the evaluator can update the comments on behalf of the employee, and you can rate these items. So these ratings are populated from the performance management module. So rating item definition page is also taken from the performance assessment module. I'll show you that page also. So under performance management module, you have a page called rating method. So here you can define rating methods. So these rating methods will get mapped with the, you can map them with the evaluation template, and they will get populated in the evaluation form. So I'll move on to the same evaluation again. And you can rate it. So the rating item
Hello?
can be viewed from here. So these are the rating scheme. And then we have an area called major responsibilities, duties, and other objectives of the job. You can add them as well. And similar to this, you can put the evaluator's comment and the assessee's comment. It needs to be updated by the evaluator. It is not mandatory. And there's another area called areas requiring improvements. You can add them also. You can add multiple items here as well. And then you can rate for the competencies of the
Hello?
employee. Yes.
How we can change this rating method which we defined
Yes.
from performance?
If you need to change the rating method for any evaluation, you have to go to the performance assessment module and edit it.
Yeah, but here for this evaluation, how we can change the method? Like there are, we can define any number of rating methods, right?
So
1 to 5, 1 to 5, or maybe A to Z, like that. So if you want to change this 1 to 5 to A to Z, how we can change it here?
yes, for that also you have to use the performance assessment form, the rating method definition form. You have to create multiple rating methods and add the rating schemes and keep it, save it.
Okay, so where we can select it here in the probation evaluation?
Yes, the rating items are mapped to the template using the definition of templates area.
Okay.
Okay, so after completing the these parts of the evaluation form, the evaluator can take these decisions against the newly joined employee. So the evaluator can proceed the employee to the next evaluation if the evaluation has number of cycles, number of cycles. So you can take that decision, or else the evaluator can recommend the employee for disengagement. So if this is selected, I'll show you this. If this option is selected, you have to give the effective date for disengagement. So then this employee will be terminated from the selected date onwards. So there are some post actions during this decision making area. Sorry. Yes, Vinujan. Can I continue? Yeah.
Yes, you can continue.
Okay. So post actions I'll explain at the end of this evaluation area. So then if you choose recommend to confirm, this employee will get confirmed after the evaluation. So for that also you can provide an effective date so that the employee will get confirmed after this date onwards. Yes, those post actions I'll explain. So and then the evaluator can put a overall feedback on behalf of this evaluation and save and submit. If any workflow approval levels are selected, this evaluation will reach upon those approval levels. So after completing one evaluation cycle, you can start off with the next one. So that's how it goes for a new employee. I'll do an evaluation for an existing employee also.
Uh,
One more thing.
Hello.
Hello, yes.
Can we set when the evaluation assessment needs to be
Can you
done.
please type the
The
question?
date when
Can you please type the question? I can't hear you properly. No, it's like this. Once you define the start and the end dates, the period is taken and divided from the number of cycles. So that's how the start date of the first cycle and the second cycle is calculated.
So it means like for 3 months
Yeah, it's
evaluation, it
displayed in
will
the
put
summary view
3
area.
cycles.
I'll show that, Paresh. Once you go to the summary view, so the next evaluation date will get populated here. So once the first cycle is completed, the start date of the second cycle will get displayed here. Yes, on alerts, I'll explain it later, Harsh. So I'll go for a evaluation of
Hello?
an existing employee.
Hello?
Yes, this is an evaluation of an existing employee. So similar to the previous evaluation, the basic employee details are displayed and the number of evaluation cycles are displayed. And then the evaluator can add objectives, key tasks similar to the previous evaluation. So the evaluator can add multiple items, and then the evaluator can rate on the competencies. So this is also similar to the previous evaluation. And then he can take on these take these decisions. He can proceed the employee to the next evaluation, or else existing employees are like mainly the promoted employees. So the evaluator can take this decision also. They can roll back the employee to the previous position. So it's like the employee is demoted. So for this also, the evaluator can give an effective date. So here no previous ELC applications are created, so that's why this message is populated. If you have so this person is a promoted employee, this effective date should get populated here. And the other decision that the evaluator can take is like he can recommend this employee to confirm on the new position. So this is like a progress chart of
So,
the evaluation. So it indicates the competency rating, the rating on objectives, key tasks, and the overall rating also. So the evaluator can put an overall feedback for
so
this evaluation
will it
also.
appear in the employee life cycle timeline? Will it demoted?
Sorry, can you type the question again?
Hello? Hello?
Yes, yes. An ELC application will be created and it will get updated.
Hello?
I'll explain those under post actions. So
Okay.
Sanjay, what is sorry, Paresh. What do you mean by PIP? A performance improvement plan. Currently, this does not link with the performance improvement plan, Paresh. It's still under roadmap. Okay.
Hello.
Yes.
This PIP, we also had a requirement from a client, like after their mid-year evaluation and the final year evaluation, they are sending employees to PIP.
Sorry for
So
interrupting,
what we
Paresh. Can
suggest
you
is
please kindly?
to
Okay. Uh, you can send us the detailed requirement on that, Paresh, so that we can have a look on it. Probation evaluation cannot be conducted by a performance assessment module, Vinujan.
Vinujan, just a high level thought over here. See, you're able to hear me, right, Vinujan?
It's a part of performance evaluation. Currently, we have to do it as two separate evaluations, Vinujan.
that way we can do, right, as a 3 months evaluation.
3 months evaluation. I'll check on that and
Vinujan,
get back to you,
Or
Vinujan.
we have to use this one.
no, Vinujan, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Just a broad thought. In performance, we are setting up an appraisal calendar
Yeah.
and we are mapping it to the employees for getting into the
We
appraisal
can't
cycle.
hear you, Vinujan. For
Okay.
just type it.
So, if we create a separate calendar for PIP program,
Okay.
Okay.
There.
run it through the performance appraisal and map it to those
Okay.
people who are assigned for the PIP. We can set the review
Yes.
cycles also over there, and we can moderate it also over there.
Yes. Correct.
Right,
That's how now they are using the PIP.
right. So I think that is currently a workaround that we can actually use for running the PIP. So there will be
Yes.
multiple cycles which can be actually configured in this perspective to cover the PIP in the system right now.
Yeah. Yeah. That's correct. Actually, we gave a like a workaround to be in both evaluation, PIP and the other one, just like a workaround. That
Right. No worries. Please continue.
Okay. So after the evaluation, we have some additional tasks that can be performed by this module. So you can assign a new assessor. That means you can assign a new evaluator to a selected employee. So for that you have to choose the required employee. So this employee's evaluation details are displayed, and to get a detailed view you have to click on this. And then this is the existing assessor. So if you want to change this one into another person, you can choose this employee search and pick the required assessor. So you can choose anyone from the employee search, And then we have another option. You can reverse the already submitted evaluations. For that, we have the reverse submission form. So you have to pick the required employee. You have to click on this to get the detail view. So these are the evaluations that this employee has. So you can select the required evaluation to reverse. If you want to delete data also, you can do that using by ticking on this checkbox, and then you can delete data and the reverse submission can be done. And if you want to add an employee manually to an ongoing evaluation, you can do that. So for that, you have to select the required template. Then you can choose the required employee.
Have to create templates whenever employee joins. We can add an employee to ongoing evaluation. Yes.
If the eligibility does not change. That's the thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for the same eligibility.
Same
So
eligibility.
is this
If the same eligibility is there for this employee, you can add that employee manually.
hello? Hello?
Yes, Paresh. Please type the question.
Yeah,
Yeah, only for existing employees. Yeah. So before that, you have to define the probation start and end dates of this employee also. Then only you can assign this employee manually. So in my case, I haven't defined the start and end dates for this employee, so that's why an error is getting displayed. So then, and also you can remove an employee from an ongoing evaluation. You have to choose the template. So all the employees that have been picked to the selected template will get displayed here. So you can pick the required employees and delete or remove it from the evaluation. So that option is also available. So these are the main areas that are covered by this module. So I'll explain on the post actions. Oh, yeah. Can you guys see this slide? So post actions are they are mainly related with the decisions that the evaluator takes at the end of each evaluation. So once an employee is recommended to confirm, under EIM, confirm status and the date confirmed fields will be updated. And under ELC, an ELC application will be triggered under the ELC type employee confirmation. And if you take this decision, it's like if an employee is recommended for disengagement, so under EIM, HR active status will be updated as HR inactive. It's like that HR active tick will be removed. And under ELC, an ELC application will be triggered as a termination. So if if an existing employee is rolled back to the previous position, so before taking that decision, an ELC application should be raised for a promotion prior to this. So once rollback, that
Hello.
application will get updated. Yes. Yes.
For these, do we have to use the same the base
These
ELC types,
ELC
or
applications will be
we can
triggered
set it?
automatically, Vinujan.
No, I mean like in the base system when we are installing, there are
Can
some
you type the question,
ELC
Vinujan?
types already. I have already typed there.
For these, you have to use the base ELC type name like this. I'll check on that, Vinujan. I think we can change it, but I'll check on that and I'll confirm it. Yes, I'll confirm it after discussing with the team. And also I'll show you an automatically triggered ELC application. So it will get triggered under application history area of the ELC module. So this is an ELC application which has been automatically triggered for a confirmation of this employee. So the comment also will get automatically updated like employee confirmation through employee probation evaluation module. So the status is completed. You can view the details. So under this is the application summary. This EMP confirm flag is activated and the confirm date is updated. So these fields will get updated in EIM also. So I'll show you these fields for the same employee under EIM. So if you select the same employee, those confirmed and the date confirmed fields will get updated. So under employment details, this confirmed radio button will get automatically updated and the date confirmed will get updated. So these are some of the post actions that happens after the ELC triggering option. Yeah. Any questions on that? Yes. Type your question, Paresh.
साइट से भी यूएस एप्लीकेशन ट्रेस करवा के देंगे
Promotion, sir.
Trigger.
So it's the
We have a question mark.
so
It's something relates to the back end of the system, Paresh. I'll raise this question to our team also because I understand your question. Yeah. So these are the main areas that are covered by this module. Yes, I'll check on that also, Paresh. I have 3 things to check on with the team, Paresh. Yeah. I'll get back to you after discussing with the team. So that's all about it for probation management module. So if you have any questions, any queries, you can email me or just our reports. Yeah. We have one report. I'll show that to you. So for completed evaluations, you can view that report. Email alerts also, we have 4 base email alerts. I'll share those with you. So for completed employees, I'll pick one. So you can view a report. So this is the base report that we have for this module. I'll share a screenshot or a PDF file of this with you. And the email alerts, we have these 4 email alerts. Assessment reminders and completion alert. Excel and upload option. Not really. We don't have that option currently, Paresh. I think we'll be able to add that requirement to our roadmap, Paresh. Okay, then that's all we have for this module. You can email any questions. Yes, I can share the recording as well and the configuration document which describes the eligibility configuration part. So if you have any queries, you can email me. So thank you for listening in.